Today on our utility trailer, we'll be doing a rehab on the lights. We will be replacing both of the lights as well as the wiring. We will be using Optronics Submersible under 80-inch LED trailer light kit with 25-foot wiring harness, part number TLL9RK. To begin, we will need to remove all the existing wiring as well as any of the old lights that are on the trailer. Now, since this is a tilt trailer, we are going to be leaving the wire that runs through the tongue or the tilt section, as well as some of the holes that run through the cross member of the frame. We are going to be using this to pull our new wiring through the holes and the tube on the tongue. Our old lights, we will unbolt and discard along with the wiring at the back of the trailer. First, we will take the 25-foot section of wiring that comes with the kit. We can then pull it through our tongue, as well as the holes already drilled through the trailer. Now we're going to measure up and see how much extra wire we are going to leave out so that our 4-flat can reach our vehicle. We may need to add a small section of wire to our ground wire if it's not quite long enough to reach our trailer. As you can see here, our ground wire isn't quite long enough, so we'll have to add a short piece of wire. To do this, we will use a piece of the same gauge wire and a butt connector. The butt connector is part number DW05714. We are also going to need to use a ring terminal to make our ground connection. This is part number DW05705-1. Now that we have our connection made, we'll go ahead and use some electrical tape to protect the connection. Now to connect the ground wire to the tongue of the trailer, we're going to use a self-tapping screw. Now that we have our ground screw secured, we'll go ahead and work our way back on the trailer. At each of the locations where the wire goes through a cross member of the trailer, we'll put a zip tie just to help keep it secure. Now that we have both of our wires pulled to the back of the trailer, we're going to switch gears and mount our new lights. The light without the clear lens on the bottom will go on the passenger side. The light with the clear lens on the bottom is for the driver's side. This is to illuminate the license plate at nighttime. You may also want to install a license plate bracket between the trailer and the light assembly. You will notice that there is a white wire with a ring terminal on it, as it is an extra ground for each light. You will use the stud on the back of the light as the ground. We'll put the ring terminal in between the flat washer and the lock washer as we tighten the light down to the bracket on the trailer. Now that we have our lights tightened down on our trailer, we'll complete the wiring. To get to the rear of the trailer, you want to route your green and brown wire over to the passenger side and your yellow and brown wire over to the driver's side. Now that we have our wires routed to each of our tail lights, now we'll need to snip off the excess wire from each side and make our connection with our lights. The kit comes with wire nuts, but we chose to use some butt connectors, again using the same part number DW05714 to make our connections. Now when connecting the wires, the brown will go with the brown and the yellow with the yellow on the driver's side, followed by some electrical tape to give it some extra protection. On the passenger side, the green will go with the green. Now because this is a tilting trailer, we will need to put a ground jumper in between the tilting part of the tongue and the actual trailer frame. To do this, we will use a small section of wire of the same gauge we used earlier and put ring terminals on each end. Again, we'll be using part number DW05705-1, as well as a self-tapping screw on both ends. Now once you have your ground jumper made, you'll want to make sure that you connect one end to the tongue of the trailer and the other end to the frame of the trailer that actually tilts up. You will want to make sure that you make the wire long enough that when your trailer is tilted up, it doesn't pull the wires out. Be sure to give them enough slack here. Now that we've completed hooking up all the wiring, let's go ahead and check our lights. As you will see, the running lights work, which is the brown circuit or the brown wire. The right turn is the green wire. This is also the brake light, as well as the turn signal. And the left side or driver's side is the yellow wire for the brake and turn signal. This one works as well. And that'll conclude the rehab on this used utility trailer using the Optronics Submersible under 80-inch LED trailer light kit with 25 feet of wiring. Part number TLL9RK.